This is Alan Farley from FX Empire. Zoom Video Communications is trading higher by nearly 9% in Tuesday's pre-market after very strong Q4 2021 results. The company also raised guidance by a substantial amount and perhaps now can get back to its high posted in October. Looking back, the stock broke out in February 2020 for obvious reasons. That was the start of the pandemic, and entered this very strong advance that paused in the third quarter ahead of earnings. Well, those earnings were blowout earnings, and you have this gigantic gap in September, and then this final surge up to an all-time high near 600. Now, the stock started to pull back, and then Pfizer came along with its vaccine news, triggering this big gap and stretching this correction all the way down to the 200-day moving average in January. Now, it did bounce into February and rolled over, came back and tested the 200-day moving average again last week, and is now lifted off that base, completing what's most likely a double bottom reversal. Accumulation stayed very well intact, a lot of loyal customers here, and the stock is in a really good position now to go and challenge this prior high. In the shorter term, though, it still has this the Pfizer vaccine gap to deal with. And so I think in the short term, we need to look for resistance coming in right around the 480 to 490 level. And then we have this this is the pandemic gap. And then we have a similar gap right up here. So this is about where the resistance is going to come in, right around the 500 level. But again, we do have from the secondary gap another resistance level right around 480. So I think once we get up into this zone right here, it's probably a good place to take profits if you're trying to put together a momentum play. In the longer term, for longer-term shareholders, there's a real good chance that we're looking at a very rounded pattern that'll find its way back to the prior high, who knows, sometime in the second or third quarter. So that's a possibility, but for traders, I think you got to look at these two gaps getting filled as the final point for your holding period.